All right, everybody. Hello and good morning. And yo, those were actually really good. What was that? Dance with the Dead B-Sides Volume 1 full album. I'm actually gonna bookmark that. I really enjoyed that soundtrack. Anyways, you guys want to know stuff on the overlay looks wrong. It's incorrect. I know. I didn't think to fix this. I'll get that sorted in a moment. But despite what it says, this is not the Corsair Cup. This is the Olimoleague. Hey, how are you doing today, Zombie Grub?
Is it today or is it tonight?
I know, right? How are you doing this morning, I guess?
Yeah, barely. I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I got set up in the new place. I see you're rocking some, something's different about you. Did you get glasses or like what?
Yes, I have glasses on.
Did you get both your haircuts cut? Like
Both my hairs, yes. Yeah, I got my hair re-dyed and as usual, they tone it pretty platinum, so it's pretty white.
Yeah, it's very supportive of a certain Harry Potter character. There's the twist. You guys thought I was going another direction with that. Hey. But for me, you can't see this, but everyone in chat will be able to. The lighting in here is awful. I ran into some hiccups with lighting. I'm actually very upset about, guys. Not gonna lie. We moved everything in a big truck, and then I very specifically drove my lighting down separately because a long time ago Riomar was very generous and he donated money to get like very professional and very nice looking lighting. That went to shit though because we got it here no problem, fully intact, nothing broken, and then as we're leaving my dad swings his coat, it catches the corner of one of the lights and it breaks all the bulbs.
Oh my god.
I don't have lighting set up right now, which kind of sucks. But I did try and get some soundproofing stuff sorted. So hopefully my roommate's not going to wake up from me yelling and shouting. You guys probably can't see it too well because the lighting is bleeding everything out, but there's some soundproofing pads behind me. There's a couple in front of me and a couple to my side. I didn't have enough, so I ordered more, and I just kind of spread it about the room the best I could. But anyways, I am fully moved into the new place. Hey! I hope I sound okay.
Yeah, you sound fine.
Yeah, because my biggest concern would be like, before I put any of this stuff up, there was like a lot of echo when I was doing sound tests earlier, so cross my fingers and hope for the best.
Yeah. Who would you like to cast first?
I haven't even seen the bracket. Give me a sec here. Do we even have that many people?
Okay.
Everyone's at IEM, aren't they? Wow, no, we still got Classic
actually,
and...
Yeah, it's a good amount of people.
Sue? Billowy?
All the people who didn't go.
Yo, bottom side, KeeN versus Iceman does lead into Sue. That could set up for really nice games, I think.
Alright, then I'll make it.
Alright. My alternate option would have been Silky versus Natural. It leads to Classic, so either or I guess is cool with me. Are we on Team Liquid? I'm a hot mess this morning, guys. Give me a moment here. We are not listed on Team Liquid. Let me go fix that. But anyways, I don't know, I'll tell you guys some more cool stories about the move-in and stuff later. I don't really have a lot to tell. It was just like been a really busy last like 4 days. I thought it would take 2 days to move in. Took about 4. Rip. Team Liquid now. Hoping for the best. Anyways, tonight's a bit of a test. I'm not gonna try and hold back, but my roommate is asleep, and I basically told her like, look, if I wake you up in the night, let me know. Like, I've already invested in some soundproof stuff. I'll invest in more if necessary. Soundproof your room too. Double do it. I don't know. But
Yeah. Hopefully it's not too bad because we can only do so much.
Yeah. Well, for the most part, she's working most day stuff, so I'm not worried about like interrupting anything she's doing for like our daycast. But things like the Olimoleague or the BTSL Korea stuff, that's where I get a little bit like don't want to be too rude. But anyways, what's the verdict here? Which games are we going with first?
Well, I invited you. But KeeN versus Iceman.
Oh. I did not get the invite, but there we go. All right, got most of the map intros queued up and good to go as well. So, hey, this first one's gonna be on Abyssal Reef. In fact, is it just the first one? Is it the only best one this round?
No, all the Olimoleague best of 3s.
All right. I can never remember. Man, we hop from tournament to tournament. I never remember what's what.
Well, Iceman is in the chat, so that's not a mystery, but he's not accepting the invite. Oh, he just went offline. Maybe it was bugged. Let's see. Maybe he just left. He's like, I'm out. Peace.
So, I need to talk about this. This is... I can't. You can join me on this one.
What?
Go to... I can't. I just can't. You remember those guys who we fought with, Polygon SCT or whatever, about like the whole content thing, etc.?
Yes, I do remember that.
I didn't even. I can't even. Their thumbnail for their most recent VOD. I don't know why this is showing up in my newsfeed. Kill me. It's just like some hot chick and it says Suber's Innovation. Like it has. It's. They are those
they took
people.
a page out of your book, man.
Yeah, but mine was like ironic and as a joke, and I did it like twice, right? Like that's the difference.
Well, that's what they'll say when someone brings it up.
Whatever gets you views, man.
Yeah, actually.
Anyways, excuse me. While we wait for Iceman, yeah, I had a couple of things happen during the movie. And you guys will notice it's a different looking microphone than I normally have. It's a lot less bulky. I packed this up separately in its own package, so this wasn't like in a box with a bunch of other things. This is like a fucking like $500 microphone, right? Like I didn't want to break it, so I thought it'd be fine. But somehow the what was this called? It's not like a pop filter, but the fuzzy bit above the microphone, the big fat one got torn, and I don't know how that happened because it was inside a box this whole time. But so I had to replace it with a smaller one, and hopefully that's gonna muffle sounds. I don't know. I've never used this one for it before, so hopefully it'll be okay for tonight. New place all around though is pretty nice. The only downside for me is the water pressure in the shower is really low, which is not super thrilling. I mean, of all things to be wrong with the place, I can live with that, but it's a tiny shower combined with the fact that it's low pressure. And these are two combinations of things I don't want in a shower.
Do you share a shower, or do you have one per room?
No, we each have our own.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's neato.
I
always wanted one.
As soon as I knew I was moving with a girl, I was like, no, I've lived with my sister my whole life. I know it's like that fucking girl hair all over the shower. I'm getting my own fucking bathroom. Like, we're not compromising for a place that has like 2 bed, 1 bath. We're looking for 2 bed, 2 bath. Like,
yeah. I always wanted one of my own in like my room because my friend had one. And I always thought it was so fancy, and I really didn't like it sharing it with 2 guys, I guess. Well, they learned to be considerate as they got older, but I guess we all weren't considerate when we were younger.
Well, the issues have already begun. We went out to get lunch today, and we're just sitting there talking, and she looks at me, and she's giving me this really weird stare. I'm like, what? She's like, I think you've got some of my hair on your ear. I'm like, why? What? Did you like secretly sneak in and nuzzle me while I was sleeping? Like, what is this? Gross.
That's kind of weird.
Nah, it's just long hair gets everywhere, man. I know this from living with my sister for years.
Well, yeah, mine isn't that bad. Like, not trying to like, I think it's not that bad. I don't really see that often when I clean my room.
I didn't even realize you wore your super nice shirt today. Hello, zombie girl.
That's weird. But I do notice when I hang out with my friends and they're both Asian that for some reason it seems like Asian hair actually. It's like everywhere.
I love how there's like this very condescending "that's weird" into immediately Asian people. Am I right? Like,
I don't know, man. The thickness of their hair, I don't know. It stays around more. I have no fucking idea. But I've definitely noticed that when when hanging out with my friends.
These guys are ready to go. So let's play the intro, and we'll see you guys here in just a moment for the first game of the day. All right, folks. Welcome back. Game number 1 in the first Olimoleague of the day. In fact, it's the first Olimoleague in a while. March 1st, what's up? But also we missed last week, so it's good to be back. Rifkin and Zombie coming at you, of course. And spawning here in the bottom right to kick off the series is going to be our most probably well-known, very often seen Terran KeeN.
Wow. He's not wasting any time. On the top left is the orange Terran. It's Iceman.
Yeah, so immediately a couple barracks coming down across the map. I think this is something that you do when you're pretty confident it will work. In a lot of the TvTs we watch, you know, we're talking like Innovation and Beyond styles. We're not seeing much of this play because I feel like it gets scouted and it gets shut down, and then it's like an easy win or easy loss. But against a player like Iceman, who, again, we don't really know him. Maybe this is actually some smurf. Maybe he's amazing. We don't know. But chances are, KeeN's just assuming this is some random scrub in the first round and just wants to bim, bam, boom.
I think that's what he's assuming. He's like, the problem with proxying racks is that, yeah, if your opponent is decent and they didn't go for a command center, then you're probably not going to win out. But even if, you know, they don't go for command center, but you think that they're not that decent or they won't have good Reaper control, then just, like, yeah, abuse the hell out of it. So that's what I imagine is going to happen. So, like, Iceman is not going for command center. If he goes for second Reaper, it's actually not a bad build, especially if he gets Cyclone in there. But I'm thinking KeeN just thinks his control will be better, and he'll pick off really important units early.
Well, STV going to poke up here, and the first thing he's going to notice that there's not really a full wall off, but more importantly, not a reactor or anything. So he knows that there will be something out to defend, and that this Terran player is not playing super greedy. Because if he was, well, he'd be super SOL. But one Reaper to defend might be able to deflect the first one. The problem is he doesn't really have anything for the other. And even if this factory finishes in time, Cyclones are a long way away. Hellions are not as good as they ever were in the past, and this is looking pretty grim for Iceman, frankly.
Yeah. Yeah. You really have to keep that first Reaper alive. I mean, if you can buy time to the Cyclone and only lose 4 SCVs, then you're probably still okay because your tech is better, but he is going to lose a lot more than 5 SCVs before that Cyclone pops out.
Hits one of his own SCVs with a grenade. I love that his own SCV's just been going ham this whole time. Kind of A-moving. It looks silly, but it distracts some of the other SCVs, so hey, what's up?
Yeah. There's 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Yeah,
one more grenade.
Yeah, that's the problem, right?
Come on, get it. Oh, no.
That just got like a double kill. Not bad. Cyclone doesn't even kill the Reaper. Feels super bad, man.
Yeah, and Iceman wasn't producing that for like a good portion right there.
Oh.
Gave enough minerals and gas to get a second Cyclone, but maybe another Reaper.
That grenade launched the Cyclone right into it, too. I have not seen Reapers handle a Cyclone so well before. GG.
You usually don't. GG.
Alright, well, that's the first game of the day. I was going to mention, though, we have some sub shoutouts to get caught up on, so we'll find out what the next map is. I'm going to go all the way back to, like, even yesterday. Like, that's how I mark it as, like, we've made it with streaming. Is like, when we've got people resubscribing to us while we're offline. We've been offline for, like, 3 or 4 days. So, a blanket big shout out, roundup, I guess, goes to Fat Charlie, 24, Bilo, Happier, Cinzaro, Conman TV, Sick Matron, D-Man XIII, and then K Gising? And then earlier today we had SC2 Dan for the 3-month resub, Way of the Silent for the 22-month resub. This is Ace Kate, Jimmy Jam Jars for 13 months, and just now, the man himself, tuning in from IEM, what the Katowice, Maynard, thank you for the 7 months, says feeling brighter than Zombie Grub's hair.
Which I think is impossible.
That's really fucking bright. That's like, are you like the sun right now? What's going on with that, man?
It's the only way it gets brighter.
But yeah, IEM's been a blast. I've been super roasting everybody who's been playing.
Oh, I didn't expect that.
Oh, okay.
I was just going to mention that we can talk about things that we did this past week, because we haven't talked in a while, which is so different than usual, where it's just like, well, we talked to you yesterday and the day before that and the day before that and the day before that, so kind of already know what's going on. But I had a wonderful week, and yeah, during that wonderful 4 or 5 days or whatever that we had, my car got towed.
Oh.
Bitches.
What about the pinky?
My car got towed. I always gotta go through it again. So there's like I always hang out with my friends, and they have like 2 parking lots, and one is like they just recently changed it to have like guest access. You know what? I'll talk about it in the game because we're ready to go.
Oh, okay. Proxima Station, folks. All right, folks, welcome back. I just realized none of my transition scenes are on today for some reason. So, whoops, those should be fixed going forward. We'll hear more of Zombie Grub's amazing tale of losing her car in a moment. But to kick off here, Zombie Grub, do you know the number for 911? Because we just witnessed a murder from this guy. It's KeeN.
I think it's 911.
Whoa.
In the top right, it's the orange Terran. It's Iceman, and I'm guessing he picked this map specifically so KeeN wouldn't do this, but KeeN's like, fuck it.
Yeah, real quick notes, guys. There's only really one spot up through the front, and that's pretty easy to stop. Maybe not expecting KeeN to do something crazy like go around back, or no, KeeN's just gonna bust through the front.
All
Okay,
right.
so Zombie Grub, tell us
right.
how did your car get towed?
Real quick, all right. So they recently changed the settings or whatever settings, it's like a game, to like actually have like access for guests. So they have like a 48-hour guest zone, I suppose, where if you're more than 48 hours, then you get towed. I was there for 48 hours. But what happened was that section, like we've always known, is kind of off limits. Like you got to be careful because that's where everyone parks. And there's another section that they call Africa because it's so far away that I had to park in, and I thought like it wasn't no big deal, right? So it's at nighttime, and I see like the sign that says like guest parking, so I park in it, like I park near it. I come outside like 4 hours later, and my car's just not there. And so of course I'm freaking out, kind of, and I have to like call my friends who are like driving home, and they come back and pick me up, and they're like, yeah, that definitely was your car, and it's definitely not there. So I call the towing company on like the sign, and apparently I had parked next to, but not on, a guest parking spot. And what was really like very frustrating about this was that they definitely towed it within 15 minutes of me getting out of my car. Like we left the restaurant at like 10:50, 10-minute drive.
This
to
sounds
the
like. Did you see the
apartment.
scam videos about this on Reddit?
No.
So there's like, I'm not sure if this will be the same instance or not, but there's a lot of instances where people at like Greyhound station terminals will park their car to go pick up their loved ones, right? And then they'll get booted and towed immediately. And it's a way to bully people into paying a fine to get the boot off their car right now and stop them from being towed. Alternatively, if you do get towed, then it's just a lot of money you got to pay to get your car back, right?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. It might like either someone like called it in because they're assholes and they like been like policing a section that didn't even have all the cars like there. Like, who cared, right? Or it was just really bad coincidence. I don't know. But it sucked because it cost like $200 to get the tow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. There's like a lot of scamminess that goes on with the towing companies that got brought to light on Reddit recently.
I was mad. So next time I hung out at their place, I was just like, make sure.
He hasn't lost a single unit. I think this happened last time too. He microed against the Cyclone perfectly. Now the Cyclone's been literally beaten to a corner. He does lose a Reaper, but
God.
high score achieved for Iceman aside. It's still going to be GG.
Way to go, KeeN. Got him.
Well, in all fairness, kudos to Iceman for coming out to play today. Sorry to see you fall down. But we did pick that match, my friend, not to watch KeeN versus Iceman, but to indeed watch the winner play versus Sue. So KeeN versus Sue is our next stop, and that's the one I'm actually very excited about. Sue's been kicking a lot of ass, doing quite well in GSL, and performing great all around. Sue. Yeah. So Belshire Vestige will be the first one, and we'll go to, I guess, commercial break prior to this. So stick around, folks, and we'll see you in 2 minutes with the next best of 3 as soon as we're back.